emotional. So they're going to be in good hands, and still staying in St. Albans. Encourage all of them to stick in St. Albans and stay around. But good job. Shout out to all of McKinley, and especially, I see that football helmet sitting there. I think Walt Hillenbrand. We were doing the, I'm going to point out, we were doing the yearbook, and it's not often that you do a before and after for like a beginning of a school and an end of a school, but Walt Hillenbrand's in both of them. I think he missed 3 years for the existence of the entire school. But we were doing our rewards, and it was pretty surreal being there as a teacher after being a student there. I had Miss Cecil sitting behind me, who was extremely influential in many kids or families in this community, and then Mr. Hillenbrand standing in front. So it was pretty awesome, both them being my teachers when I was there. So good shout out to all of the current, past McKinley. Way to go, guys.
Both excellent teachers too, the ones you mentioned. All right, any other praise and recognition? Yes, sir, Councilman Rudd.
I'd like to praise Alex Orley and John Johnson, the staff of Public Works, for getting the paving completed today.
I had that marked down, but you beat me to it. Very good.
I think it's quite an accomplishment since it was all done since our last meeting.
Well, the weather has been horrible,
Yeah.
and we missed a few days, but they've gotten it done, so.
It didn't take long to do 3 roads, did it?
3 roads, yeah. No, a lot more than 3, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about Saturday night on Old Main. It's something I've been wanting to do for probably 3 years. It's finally come to fruition, and the first week was Memorial Weekend. We had Carpenter Ants, and then we had a movie. Movie was pretty well attended, but this past week, the crowd was much, much bigger. And the movie was, there was a ton of people there to watch a movie. I know Dave brought his family.
We were in the back row, and we were almost at the altar.
Yeah. So,
How proud of it.
you know, it's another opportunity to bring people to St. Albans to experience, you know, not only the event, but also our shops, our restaurants, our bars, stuff like that, and they keep coming back. So the Public Works has been there, and we're partnering with WQB on the screen. And we got 2 more this summer, August 26th July 26th, August 2nd. And so there'll be music starting at 6:30, and then the movie starts about dark. And, you know, it just, you know, if it's happening outdoors, it's happening in St. Albans. So Marco's down, promote it, guys, promote. All right, the more we promote, the more people that come here, the better off our community is. So I wanted to talk about that. Anybody else? Yes.
One last thing, I'd like to thank Amy Poland and the staff from Public Works for manning the recycling trailer.
Yes.
during these events. I think they talked to a lot of people about recycling in the city, and it's a positive thing for the city.
Yeah, we've had the recycling trailer up there both nights, so.
One more.
One more, Chief, on there.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank Chief Gilbert for helping me get rid of a shopping cart in my ward, as that always tends to be a problem. Is people, I guess, don't drive, but they take a shopping cart all the way from Kroger's to
Wherever, drop them off. Yep. No, we were talking about that today, matter of fact. So, very good. Any other praise or recognition? Approval minutes from City Council, May 19th, 2025.
So moved.
Questions, discussion, or changes? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Old business, none. New business, none. Suggested ordinance issues. We don't have any ordinances for first reading or second reading. Hopefully the next meeting we're going to have some there. I mean, moved things to the ordinance committee about a month and a half ago. All right, and they haven't come back to the floor, so, hopefully we'll have them for the next meeting. Finance committee report and recommendations. Councilman Rowe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to request a motion for approval of payment of current invoices in the amount of $32,507.99.
Second.
Questions or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And I'd like to request a motion for approval of payment to Suds Auto Spa in the amount of $8,900 for the St. Albans Police Department for the 2025 Dodge Durango outfitting to be paid from line item 441-459.
Second.
One thing I do want to mention, Chief, I don't know, you know, the new place up there, kind of behind the, Go Mart in Jefferson, have y'all looked at their pricing?
Yeah, we spoke with them and admittedly they're higher and said that's with purpose.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I told them within the budget,
Just so you spoke with them?
we did.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, sir?
Where is Suds Auto Spa? What is it?
It's, Lieutenant Truitt owns a car wash and he does, emergency lights, siren, and that was actually about $4,000 cheaper.
Oh, I wasn't worried about the cost, I was just trying to figure out where it was.
Yeah.
But he came in with a bid that we haven't seen in a long time.
Is that the west side, Charleston?
No, it's right here in St. Albans.
By Sherwood.
Yeah. All right, any other questions or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Letters and reports, Councilman Rowe.
All I've got is, fortunately, the paving is finished, and for now, thank you to everyone involved.
All right. Councilman, let's see here, Knight.
Well, I'll have to defer to, if Andy has something, I've been out of town for 2 weeks, so.
Other than the fair going on this week,
Yeah. When's it start, Wednesday or Thursday?
The fourth.
The 4th.
Wednesday,
Wednesday the 4th. So they'll open up the evening of the 4th.
the pool's up and running.
Yeah. Well, now, we're gonna have some hot weather, it might warm up a little bit.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah. Any other, I got some letters and reports. I've got, we had an update on paving, it's already been done. I want to give you all an update on the fiber. Mike and I have met with Chapman Technical and Ronnie, what's his last name, from Putnam County,
Lovejoy?
Lovejoy. He's in charge of Putnam County Fiber, and Doug Tate. They are down to around City Hall right now, I believe. And they're going to go down to B Street area, I believe. They're going to cut across, cut down, like coming to this area. But before they get here, they're going to cross the river with an aerial, and they're going to run the rest of it out West Main. And then Putnam County has ran their fiber up 817, and we're going to tie into that. And if we're going to go from 817 to Coal Mountain, we're still not for sure yet. We've got to look at costs and all this and that. If it's included in the original cost, it would be good to have. One thing I do want to say, based on what everybody is saying, from Chapman Technical to Alpha to Ronnie and them, we can make some money off this. You agree with that, Mike? Yes. All right, so I just wanted to give you all an update on that. Second update I want to give you on is the storm drain at junior high property. It has been filmed. Overall, it's in good shape, but it's old. Some of it is the squared tile. All right, storm drain. The rest of it is the circular. Talking to Gerardo, as we develop that, we might want to look at replacing that piping. We're not going to put housing over it. The only thing that might go over it would be a road. Road we can dig up and replace. But if we put new piping in the same location, it's not going to be that as big of an expense as if we try to move it. So just wanted to give you an update on that. I have talked to Chapman Technical about a feasibility study, and so when I hear something, I'll let you know. And the last thing I want to talk to y'all about is some retirements. All of y'all should know that Kenny has retired from the MUC as the superintendent. I have moved up on a probationary basis, Stefano, and I did that with my knowledge, but also talked to Kenny. Kenny is very confident that Stefano can fill that void. And then we moved Jason Fazell up from his position to Stefano's position. We asked 2 other people prior to this, when we first learned Kenny was going to retire. And they said yes, then they turned it down. They wanted to stay where they were at. So Jason Fazell's there. The second retirement I want to talk to you about, and I've told him I'm going to be in his dreams as nightmares for a while, but no, I'm excited for him. Chief Gilbert's last day is June 27th in the city of St. Albans. So Chief has been 30 plus years between being an officer and the chief of police. He's had an outstanding career. He's a community guy. The community knows him. He knows the community, and he's going to be greatly missed. All right, but all good things come to an end. Right now, I'm looking at what I'm going to do to fill that position. If y'all haven't figured out over the last, 8 years, that I like filling from within if possible. All right, but I will let you know what we're going to do once I decide, and I'll be in discussion with Chief Gilbert as well as other officers to see what which direction to go in. I have an idea, but don't want to put anything out there yet.
Mayor.
Yes.
Another round of applause for the chief.
Chief. Any other letters or reports? All right, no appointments. Announcements. P&Z tomorrow night, June 3rd at 7 p.m. in the MUC conference room. Public Works Committee, Wednesday, June 4th at 8 a.m. at the city garage.
Mayor, we're going to cancel the.
Yeah. Parks Committee's been canceled for Thursday, June 5th, because there's nothing on the agenda. Finance Committee, Monday, June 9th at 4:30 p.m. in the MUC conference room. Ordinance Committee, Monday, June 9th at 5 p.m. following the Finance Committee in the MUC conference room. City Council, Monday, June 16th at 6:30 p.m. in the council chambers. MS4 MUC Board, Tuesday, June 17th at 5:30 p.m. in the MUC conference room. Also want to announce or remind everybody that not this weekend, but next weekend, June 13th and 14th, is the Yak Fest. Alright, and on the 14th, the morning of the 14th, they'll be putting in out Meadowwood, and we'll have probably 1,800 to 2,000 kayaks coming down the Cold River if the weather's permitting. Alright, and they end up here in St. Albans. Any other announcements?
No, but I have a question about the ordinance committee. Is that open to any of the
It's
council?
open to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
Has to be public.
yeah,
I just asked.
public meeting. Anybody else? All right, it's time for public forum. Any resident wishing to address council may step up to the podium. All right, give your name, your address. Wait a minute. First off, I'm sorry. Amy, do you need to add to any updates on the pavement?
No, they have some restriping to finish, the restriper is on vacation, so they'll be doing that next week.
All right,
That's it.
that's it. Thank you. All right, any resident wishing to address council may step up to the podium, give your name, your address. You got 5 minutes to speak your piece.
I have to talk real fast, 5 minutes.
It's a little bit longer than you think.
Andy Roberts from out in Sun Valley, 186 Monterey Drive. It is the same situation that we come down here the last time, the time before. We're still trying to find out what's going on with putting us into the city. And we just want to stay on top of it.
Me personally, Andy, I want to get it done as quickly as possible. There's a lot of different things going on right now within the city. The Annex Committee is aware of this, and what we gotta do is put together a team and just go out and start knocking on doors, getting signatures. Yes, sir.
Like we talked last time, June 2nd was the date that's today. Just finished school. At the last meeting, we did talk a little bit after. There were several people that we were talking with that residents of the area that are going to be willing and interested in.
We got some people.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we just needed to get to this point. I will talk with, like I said, just finished today with school. So I will talk with the committee today or in the next week or so. We'll figure out a meeting coming up sometime within the next month, and we'll get the process started.
I'll call him a couple times and I'm
Okay. And he's on the committee. He's part of it.
That's for sure. No, we gotta do that, and Dave, one thing I wanna say, holler at me after the meeting, there's a couple of things I wanna look at.
Good deal.
All right, anybody else want to speak at public forum? Herm? None? All right, you don't wanna say any good words about Chief Gilbert?
Not public, I'll talk.
Okay, all right. All right, without anybody else apparent wanting to speak at public forum, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Adjourn.
All right, all in favor say bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you all, meeting adjourned.